First of all, I would like to thank you guys from Ecophone who invited me to make a talk on this fantastic conference. This conference is much more fun to come to compared to research conferences with just academics. When you see mean values, standard deviations, F values, and so on. This is much better. Since I heard that this presentation will be recorded and uploaded on YouTube, I would like to start with something. If I say Peter, I want you to say Pan. Peter. Thank you. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. This I will show my children because they never follow my instructions, and I have tried for 20 years. However, I will talk about acoustics. I will talk about school acoustics, classroom acoustics, cognitive load. And I will try to get the answers for why the school is looking as it does. Why is the situation as it is? And to do that, I have to go through a historical review of the school. And I'm sorry to say this, we have to break this nice paradigm with fun and nice presentations with colors and 3D graphs and beautiful pictures and so on. Now it's black and white. And it's boring pictures. So let's go. Actually, my research is some kind of personal revenge because I was really bad in school. My best subject was to make teachers' life hard to live. This is the school that I went to, and it's also quite tragic to see because it looks like a picture from the Second World War or something like that. And I can say that this school is not the masterpiece when it comes to acoustics. It was not at that time, and I don't think it still is. And it also reminds me of my age when I see it. This is the class, my classmates. I know what you're thinking now. Where is he? I am the guy with the perfect body control there. And I need to go to the hairdresser as well. The funny with this picture is that it's the only time when I was on front row. In all lessons, I was in the end of the classroom throwing erasers on my classmates and made a hard time for the teacher. And that is quite important because I think I know the answer why I was bad in school. We'll come to that later. The reason why I'm here, I will talk about acoustics. And what is good acoustics and why is it important? There are a few... Thanks, Trevor, by the way, for destroying my presentation totally. This is the Whispering Gallery in St. Paul's Cathedral. And this is a very good acoustic environment if you would like to speak to someone far away, because it works like that. The walls is actually helping your sound waves to reach to a certain point, and you will hear quite perfect. This, I thought, was the room with the longest reverberation. Well, thanks again. And if you play music in sound environment like this, it sounds like that. This. It could be a good room acoustics if you would like to play such music. This is opposite. This is what we call an anechoic chamber, and this is the walls and the floors and the ceiling eats up every single sound wave, so we have a reverberation of 0. And this can be extremely good if you would like to measure up a speaker, for example. You can, when you measure the sound from the speaker, you get absolutely nothing from the room. It's just the speaker itself, and that is very, very good room for that. So, how should we build the classrooms? We go through the history to see why the classroom is looking like it does right now. This is a classroom from the past. It's quite similar to a classroom today, I would say. But this was working much better because at this time, all the students were sitting down and was quiet. I'm talking about Sweden here, but I'm pretty sure that it's the same all over Europe as well. So the students was quiet and the teacher was at the blackboard position. The sound source was from one point and all the listeners were sitting still and quiet. There was no ventilation, there was no airplanes outside, no trucks, no cars. It was a quiet environment. And it works quite good then. They learned to write very nice and fancy and beautiful and things like that. They didn't learn the same things as we teach our children today. And the teacher was had a high status in the classroom. He had a high status outside in the society. In Sweden, it is changing right now. Last year, more people applied to Paradise Hotel than to teachers' education. And I have tried this on an international conference before, and it doesn't work. It's really fun in Swedish because you don't know what Paradise Hotel is. But I can say that Paradise Hotel is like Big Brother times 10. It's like Big Brother without clothes, you can say. And that TV show, actually, it's more people that applied to that than to the teacher's education in Sweden. So the status for teaching or being a teacher has shifted dramatically. Okay, the school, this is what a classroom could look like when I was in school. Actually, it fits quite good to the school that my children went to for 10 years ago as well. And it has happened something. The blackboard is white now. Yeah, in Sweden, it's a lot of drawings on the walls, I can say. And it's very important for teachers to put up the drawings before the first parents' meeting. When I went to my first parents' meeting, when my youngest boy, Anton, went to the first grade, they had given all the students a blank paper with a hole for a key for it. And all the children should look into that hole and write down what they see, make a drawing. And the teacher showed every parent that oh, here is a flower. Anna has drawing a flower, and Peter is drawing a bird, and Anton is drawing his father sitting on the toilet. That was me. Thanks, Anton. But anyway, it was still a lot of education from the whiteboard, and it was students sitting still. It was not so much group work and so on. So it worked quite well at that time as well. Today, the classroom is almost the same, I would say, as a room. But the teaching is interactive. The children should talk. They should not be quiet. We don't looking at the different listening positions in the classroom. At front row or in the row in the end of the classroom. And if we look at these two within the room, the good classroom, you can see that front row is a little bit better than the back row, but it's not significant difference. But when it comes to the bad classroom with a long reverberation time, it is a significant difference between sitting on the first row and the last row. And if you remember, I was sitting on the last row in a bad school. So it was the acoustic, it was not me. That was bad in school. Okay, take home message. It's not enough to hear a message. The room must offer a listening condition that gives speech perception possible without cognitive strain. Otherwise, we will jeopardize the students' ability to learn.